Hey, hey, hey. Okay, welcome back to Explore with Noor. And in this video, we're going to explore my skincare routine. Okay, so first off, I'd like to say, please don't take anything that I say with a grain of salt. Actually, no, wait. Please take what I say. Please take what I say with a grain of salt. And if you don't know what that means don't listen to me. Like, if you have something that works for you and you're doing something that I say don't do, I'm only speaking from experience with like my skin, and that's really all I can do because like I just know my skin. Please don't be offended by anything that I say. Like, if I say I don't use something and it's your holy grail, please let it continue to be your holy grail because it's my skin and your skin is your skin. And if it works for you, that's like perfectly fine. Also, please consult like your dermatologist for like certain stuff, like certain products, because not everything works for everybody. So yeah, first, because we all know that like your external beauty is greatly affected by what you put inside first, your internal beauty. So if you are on a McDonald's diet 5 days out of the 7, you need to relax. Because I said that to say we all have like our days where we want something bad, but like that's healthy. Just make sure you like recover. Okay, so water is really important. I think there's like a chart or something you can look up online that shows you like how much water you're supposed to be drinking for like your body weight. Try to look at that chart. If I can, I'll link it down below. PK, look, I'll link it down below. And you can find the chart and stuff. I've seen the chart before, but I just try to drink water throughout the day. Like, I have this huge titanium water bottle. I think it fits like 2 liters, and I try to refill that at least 4 times a day. So they say try to drink a gallon a day, but like, yeah, that can be hard. So just start off slow and doing that, and then once you start drinking a lot of water, you don't even want anything else to drink. But I'm sure you'll crave other stuff during different times and stuff, but you won't really want for like bad stuff. Okay, so the first thing that I use, okay, I think no matter what kind of skin you have, you need like a cleansing brush. So I have the Clarisonic, I think this one is called the Mia. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So it's the Mia. I don't think you're gonna be able to see that, but it's called the Mia. Okay, so a cleansing brush. I know there's like Euphoria, and there's like a lot of brands like Vanity Planet, and then there's stores that sell them: Walmart, Target, CVS, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Roth. They all sell them. But here's my thing with like not off-brand brushes, but like brushes that aren't the Clarisonic. It's really hard to find brush head replacements for them. And I know for my Clarisonic, they recommend you change the brush, I think, every 3 months. So for those brush heads, I assume it would be the same thing. But like, some of them get sent to you, or you can buy them with the replacement. But once the replacements are done, it's really hard to find more replacements. So yeah, you kind of like saved, you think you saved some money by buying like the $50 brush versus like the $140 brush, but I actually think you save more money buying this brush because the brush heads, you they have like a lot of promotions on them at like Sephora and stuff. Oh no, Ulta has like a lot of promotions on them for the brushes, but those other brushes you spend $40, but then once the brush head replacements are done, you need to buy another brush. So that's 40, that's 80. Then you gotta do it all over again, and you end up spending more money with those brushes, I think. But buy at your own risk, do whatever you want. But I use the Clarisonic. So the way I wash my face, I get in the shower and then I wait till the end of my shower to wash my face, because I don't do it in the beginning because one, my pores aren't open. Hot water, warm water warm water opens up your pores, and your pores aren't open as soon as you get in the shower. So when you put soap on your face and your pores are closed, it's almost like you are not even in the shower, and you're just, that's like me putting soap on my face right now. Like, I'm not doing anything for my skin. So I wait till the end of my shower so my pores are like really open. Plus I wait till the end also so that like if I wait in the beginning, well, if I do it in the beginning and I wash my face, my pores are open now, and it's just water just getting in my skin. Like nothing, there's nothing like in my skin like doing well. The next thing I use for my skin, like a soap. So right now I'm using the Drunk Elephant. My uncle and my aunt are watching me, everybody. Hello, Aunt Ann. Hello, Uncle Blake. So my first, like, I use the Drunk Elephant. This is like the mini size because I got this from Sephora for like a birthday gift. If you guys could feel it, my birthday was in January. This kind of still feels full, and I'll explain in a second why. But this is called the Best Day No. 9 Jelly Cleanser, and it's cantaloupe and glycerin. So it's by the brand Drunk Elephant. The next thing, so I wash my face. Sometimes if I'm in the shower and I'm feeling froggy, I'll use the Freeman gel mask and scrub, the Charcoal+Black sugar. This is the best face scrub from the drugstore. I've been using this for years. I really have. This is really nice. It really makes your skin feel really smooth, like, and really soft. And if you happen to get it in your mouth, it tastes really good too. But I don't like advise eating it or anything, but if you did, it tastes really good. So I use that. So the first thing I do, so masks. I know a lot of people like to mask. I just want to put out a disclaimer that Aztec clay mask, this is one of those times where please just take what I say with a grain of salt. I do not like that mask at all. I have really dry skin, like severely dry skin, and I used that mask one time and I don't think I went to class the next day because my skin felt so dry. I felt like I couldn't move. I felt like, you know, when you're younger and you put like Palmer's glue on your hands and you wait until it's dry to take it off. Yeah, that's what my face felt like, and it felt like I couldn't take the glue off. Okay, I don't like that that mask. Just the thought of putting like clay on my face, it's like really spooky to me because I have dry skin. But for people with like more oily skin, they say it like does wonders for them. For mask, for me, I don't really mask that much, but when I do mask, I really like Peter Thomas Roth. I got these like in a little gift set. PK got these for me for my birthday. There were like 8 of them. I have sisters, so you know how that goes. I don't know where the rest of them are, but these are the 2 that are full right now. I use these sometimes, just like a little bit. Sometimes masks can be a little gimmicky to me. Like I like texture masks, like scrubs or like masks that I can feel. But like that trend where that the stuff was on your nose, some of those work, but like a lot of them I just saw people have, like sometimes people's skin got pulled off their nose, and that wasn't hot. That wasn't it. So sometimes I like masks. I'm still pretty skeptical of those masks that you like put on and that you're supposed to like rub in. I just feel like they don't do anything. So I don't know, but that's why I like scrubby masks. So the very first thing I do when I get out of the shower, this is my favorite skincare product that I own. Okay, it's called the Lancome Advanced Genifique Concentrate avec Toujours Jeunesse. Okay, first of all, this is like a serum, and if you like know skincare, you probably think of like Lancome is for old people. But here's what I like to do. Like even when it comes to like my hair, I like to take preventative measures. So Lancome normally targets like I don't want to say older women, but you know, whatever, older women, like more mature women that have like more mature skin, because they come up with a lot of things like for wrinkles, fine lines, just aging stuff. But in my opinion, I feel like why wait until you have wrinkles to start taking care of those wrinkles? Why wait until you have the fine lines and like the noticeably aging skin to start taking care of that? I feel like it'll be harder to combat that once you have it versus to combat it when you don't have it. So I don't really have fine lines, I don't have wrinkles, I don't have aging skin, but I like to just combat it. In this serum, I use this as soon as I get out of the shower. First, I used to use a toner, and I'll tell you, hold on. I used to use a toner, but like I've gone through 2 bottles of this. This is my second bottle.
It's $78 at Macy's, $148 at Ulta, $41 at Amazon, ouch, and $178 at Sephora.
Yeah, so the large size is $178 size. It's really pricey, but what I will say is it lasts a really long time. Like, it lasts a really long time. But anyway, okay, so rose water and glycerin. So this is really nice. Glycerin provides like your skin with a lot of slip and stuff. Also like glycerin for my hair too. And this is just really nice. It's from the Heritage Store, so all of their stuff is like really natural. And I don't know, I just appreciate it. And it also lasts a really long time. The next thing I do after my Lancome Serum, I'll add like a moisturizing cream. So here's what I'll say. So I was having a conversation with like my friend PK, and we were saying how like you can go cheap with your face wash, and basically you can go cheap like with what's not going to stay on your skin, but I really don't think you should be cheap with what's going to stay on your skin, like what's going to be absorbed in your skin. So for moisturizer, I use the Drunk Elephant Polypeptide Cream, and this is also one of the samples that I got from my birthday thing. But I think it's really nice, and I would actually buy this like full size. But this is just, Drunk Elephant is really pricey. Sometimes I combat like, is this worth the price? But their ingredients are really nice, and I'll talk about ingredients like in 1 second. So another thing that I do for my skin is like a serum. So the Glow Serum. So one of my favorite brands also is Sunday Riley. This is a vitamin C turmeric face oil. Turmeric is really good for you. Like, you sprinkle some of it in your water, sprinkle some of it in your food. You can't even taste it. It's really nice. I really like the serum. At first I didn't like it, but it's really nice. Another thing, I know a lot of people our age, like, you know, basically people who like stay up. I don't know. I don't even think that's like an age category specific thing. Just basically for people who like stay up and like struggle with like dark bags and stuff. That's not something like, so you know how like a dark spot, if you take care of it for a few weeks, you know, it may go away or it may like lighten and you may not see it anymore. I feel like under eye bags, you have them. Sometimes they're like sometimes they're genetic. Like I know people like, they characterize them like, they'll say like, oh, these Louis bags. I don't want no bags. I don't want no bags on my face at all. So right now I'm using the Confidence in a Jar cream, and it's like anti-aging, regenerative concentrate, and it says it's for all skin types, whatever, like dry, oily, and I just dab this under like my eye every time I like wash my face. What do I do? Oh, and then sometimes if I'm not using this, I'll put a little bit of coconut oil under my eyes too. Just like a little bit. You don't want like too much or whatever. And be careful, because like your under eye skin is the most delicate skin on your face. So when I'm done with that, I just be done. But when it's sunny out, so I mentioned that I am allergic to synthetic sunscreen, and that just means like fake sunscreen, or like sunscreen that has like a lot of filler, that basically this ingredient that's protecting your skin from the sun is like it's like 1% in that product. That's synthetic sunscreen. But for sunscreen, I actually use the Drunk Elephant Umbra Sheer Physical Daily Defense SPF 30, 20% zinc oxide. Okay, so I'm mentioning a lot prices, and another, I think I have a secret weapon. My secret weapon, I've been using this for years on my face. I love this for on my face. If I'm going somewhere and I don't want to bring all my skincare products, my Lancome Serum is coming, and this is coming. It smells so good. It makes your skin feel so soft and smooth. And did I say what it was? Okay, cool. So it's Palmer's Cocoa Butter. Love Palmer's Cocoa Butter. I think it's really nice. So I mentioned like prices and ingredients a lot. So like I was saying, so I just want to make something clear. Just because it may cost a lot of money doesn't mean it's good. And I think that applies to like everything. But like in skincare, I think it reigns the most true. So please find out like what you like. Maybe do some test samples. If you live like near Sephora, or if you're able to go to Sephora, they can give you samples of things. Ask for multiple samples, because like one sample you're not going to know in one face wash if you like it or not. So I use like that stuff, and I don't run out of my products fast because they're expensive, so you just need a little bit, and the concentration in the products are a lot, so you don't need a lot. So like things like for oily people, you need hyaluronic acid. I know there's like a brand at the drugstore right now, I can't think of it, but they're promoting like this new line of skincare, and they're just saying hyaluronic acid, hyaluronic acid, hyaluronic acid. And I went and looked at it, and I was like, oh, this is really cool for people who need it. Guys, it's all over their packaging, hyaluronic acid, whatever. Hyaluronic acid is their like 13th ingredient. Water was the #1 ingredient in that thing, which means that there's not really much hyaluronic acid in there, and it's 13 steps down, which means it's probably less than 20% of hyaluronic acid in there. When you're looking at skincare and you have like a specific need, make sure the need, do your research or whatever, but make sure your need or the ingredient that you need the most is at least top 3. Like top 3, like that Orange Sunday Riley serum that I showed you, turmeric is #2. Vitamin C is #1. Like that's what I'm looking for. I don't want water to be #1. I don't want sea salt to be #2. I want the product that I need to do the work for my skin to be top 3, and if not, at least top 5. All right. So when I wash my face, to be completely honest, why I thought the skincare routine request was really funny is because I do not wash my face that often. I think I wash my face with soap probably once every 3 weeks. What is that? Like once a month? So again, do what works for you, but my skin is so dry that I think it helps my skin because opening my pores every night with a Clarisonic, and it doesn't even have to be Clarisonic, like any face washing brush, it just is really harsh on your skin. So like I don't really think that's necessary every night. Like I think you can use your hands sometimes, and of course do the 60 seconds thing to actually make sure it's getting clean. But I think I've always done that, only wash my face like once a month, and it's been fine. Now of course I like,
excuse me, I'm so sorry to cut you off. You wash your face with the brush once a month, or you wash your face in general once a month?
I wash my face with soap once a month. So like I was use like soap here and there, just depends on like if I sweated a lot, if I sweat a lot that day, if I feel like I was excessively touching my face that day, then yeah, I do, but typically I don't. I think that's it. So any other suggestions, please leave them down below. Please subscribe and share my video and explore with more.